Hi guys, I'm Lena, inkandcarmcorder, and I decided for my first video on this booktube channel to review The Iron Trial. The Iron Trial is the first book of a series of 5 that was released earlier in 2014, around September, and it is a book by two very famous authors of the YA literature, with Holly Black, who I don't really know. I know she's famous. I know she's written quite a few works in YA literature, but I know more Cassandra Clare, who I really like. She wrote The Mortal Instruments and The Infernal Devices and The Blink Chronicle, just to give you a few examples. And so I was really actually very curious because it's middle grade, so it's middle school literature. It's a 295 pages book and has a really nice cover. I really like it. It's so pretty. It's really pretty. Like, it's so well done. And has a dust jacket, and I love because under it you have the air element. You can't actually see it. The air element arrow. So I'm hopeful that each book will come with its own element. I'm gonna love this. So yeah, the book is really pretty, but mostly it's really good. So for me, it's middle school literature, so you can't expect it to be extremely, I would say, high literature or something like this. But it's really pleasant to read. It's about Calvin Hunt, who is an 11-year-old with his dad after his mom's death when he was a baby. And this dad knows about magic. He's himself a magician, but he doesn't want Callum to become one because he thinks magic is evil, and because he also thinks that death is because of magic, because there was a huge war and she died. And so he doesn't want Callum to become a magician. And when Callum's time to go to magic school comes, Callum tries to fail at the test, but he still goes. And so it's the story of Cal, of this young boy who is going through a world that he's supposed to hate and that he's been brainwashed to hate and to resent. And actually, it's kind of not so bad. And it's about also his relationship with other characters, which are, you have Master Rufus, who is his teacher. He's a really nice character. I really like him. I really like him. He has quite a few mysteries, and he still has a lot of authority and a lot of personal presence, I would say. And I really like that. I'm really excited to see how this character is gonna grow and what will be his relationships towards Callum and the other two later. Callum's colleagues, I would say, classmates, are Tamara, who is, first of all, she is a legacy, so she comes from a magic family, so she knows everything about it. And she is quite, I would say, not always pleasant. She can be really harsh. And there's Aaron, who is a really sweet, talented young magician. And the three of them are the main trio. And they go through all its adventures because of the enemy. The enemy has its really obvious name, says, is the main antagonist, and he is kind of a statu quo position with the magicians because he made a treaty so there would be peace, but he doesn't really want peace, and so it's really interesting because it's really strategic, and it can be really interesting to see in a few years. One book is for each year, so by the end of the series, Callum should be 16. So seeing him growing up in this really politic and strong magic world is really going to be interesting. So first of all, I would like to address one teeny tiny thing that happened around the book. Cassandra Clare, who is one of the writers, used to write Harry Potter fanfiction. And so because of that, and because she writes about a magic school, everybody is saying that it's exactly like Harry Potter. And I'm not gonna lie, it reminds me of Harry Potter. But in good ways, it feels like home. It feels like when you've been far away for a very long time, and then finally you find this book, you pick it up, and you're at home because you know exactly what it's like. And I personally love that feeling. I haven't felt like that since I was 12 when I last picked up a Harry Potter book for the first time. And it was really good. And of course, it's gonna remind you of Harry Potter. It's in a magic school. Any magic school is gonna remind you of Harry Potter because we've been growing up with him. We've been growing up with the stories and Hogwarts. And it's perfectly natural to look for little details that will remind you of it. But it's really not in a bad way. I don't understand when they say it's a copycat because it's really not. Those characters have their own lives and their own twists and their own challenges that have nothing to do with Harry Potter. It's really nothing to do. I know a lot of people say Tamara, who's the main female lead, reminds them of Hermione, but I really don't see how because she's a legacy and she has her own strength and her own relationships, and it's a really good thing to have this book and be able to read it as if you had never read Harry Potter. If you can do that, just do that, even if it reminds you of it. It's a really good book and it deserves to be read. It has a really childlike magic to it, and it's really good. I would say that it's for everyone because I picked it up actually like a month ago. I had it for a really long while. It was waiting on my TBR bookshelf, and I finished it quite quickly. And my boyfriend was really intrigued by it, so he decided to read it, and he read it like in 2 days, and he loved it. So it's really for everyone and anyone. It has a lot of really nice twists, which I will come to in the spoilery part of this video, which I will announce. Do not worry, people. And yeah, it's been interesting also to see this new world and another aspect of magic. So it's been. I think if you haven't read it, pick it up. It's funny. It's a quick read. It's an easy read. It's really really easy to read. Like it's small. You know, it's like 300 pages or something. It's small and it's really nice to read. It's really fluid. Like it's not chore to read it. If you don't like it, it's fine, but give it a try because it's really good. Very part of the video. So I would like to tell you what I really loved about this book. If you've read it, please comment below and tell me what you thought of it. Because I really like the twist. I wasn't expecting Aaron to be one of the Macaws. I thought Carl was going to be the Macaw, and I was kind of right if you think about it. But I wasn't expecting him to be it, and Carl being his counterweight is going to be quite a challenge. And I'm really, really excited to see how the whole enemy thing is going to play out. I wasn't too much surprised by the fact that one of the children was going to be an enemy spy, but I wasn't expecting Baby Drew, who wants to go to pony school, to be the spy. Although now when I think about it, it's really obvious. I really like the elemental magic, which is kind of nice with all those different elements: fire, water, air, earth, chaos. I think it's really a good way of a good way of taking magic without making it like Harry Potter. So it's interesting to see that and to move through this school that is quite dark and gloom and see if really there's a bad side, the good side, and what Carl is gonna make of himself because he's not the enemy anymore. He's Carl. He's an 11-year-old and he has all other life and he has new chance. And I think it's really cool to see that happening in the next few books. I'm really happy about that. And I also wanted to say that I was really, really expecting to see how his relationship with dad is gonna be. It's probably gonna be very strange. It's gonna be strange. It's gonna be hard. So I want to see that happening and the dynamics between the characters and Celia, who is obviously in love with him, and everyone else as they grow up. It's gonna be a really good thing to see. I really liked the battle at the end, all the parts he takes for himself instead of turning into Mr. Rufus. I'm hoping it will become something big as the years come, but this book has a lot of potential. I think it can be something really good and really great, but I just hope it won't be too fast and that we'll still get to have those teeny glimpses of surprises and twists. That's something good. Another thing that I really liked about this book is that it's very diverse. You have handicap, and you have people of color, different characters of colors. You have a lot of diversity, and that I'm really thankful for. You have a kid that comes from foster homes, and another one that comes from a monoparental family after his mom died. And I think to see all different kind of characters, it's really good for nowadays, for to keep perspective nowadays, and that will read those books as 12-year-olds or 13-year-olds, because that's also what impacted me when I read Harry Potter, is how people are different and how it's good, how unity is good. So I'm really happy that you get like people of colors in these books and really diverse. Cassandra Clare is really known for that. I mean, just read the Mortal Instruments and you'll see you have a bit of everything, and it's really good. It's a really good representation of the world. I also really like the wolf. He's really cute. So yeah, I really liked him. I'm kind of hoping that um the lizard will come back. I hope he'll come back and he'll have a better, bigger role, and that it won't be just okay. There was a lizard in the first time, and we forgot about it. So about the things I didn't like. So there was quite a few things I didn't like, but not really important things. I wish there was more um, time given to the characters to see them grow and to get to know them. There's a few chapters where they basically just take care of Stan, and even if it becomes important later, I was honestly like talking about Stan for 2 chapters too much. But well, it's okay. I'm easily bored, so I understand. And the last thing would be that I would like it to become even more different from other magical books and to get released on iTunes. But most of it I really love. I'm really happy about it. And even if things you'll see them coming, there are things you'll see them coming. It's obvious. There are things that are really obvious. I'm still hopeful that you'll enjoy it as much as I do. That's about it, people. I hope you like this video. I will make another one soon. I'm sorry if it was a bit awkward and the pen keeps moving. I just can't help it. And the light keeps changing. If you did like it, please click on the thumbs up and you can subscribe, and I'll be very happy to see you next time for another video. Bye bye guys!